Okay. It's getting late, guys, and I want to maybe finish with something from history. I never really seen this video. Let's talk about real warfare and what it looks like. I said on stream I would like to inform myself and understand the Battle of the Kyiv airport since at the beginning of the war. I've never seen this video. It's apparently a deep dive at how the battle looked like, what real war looks like, and I'm very interested to see this. No idea what's gonna happen here. Probably gonna look like a Broken Arrow video game session. Let's take a look at how that happened 3 years ago.
It's an early morning of February 24th, 2022.
What a crazy day that was. You guys remember?
The president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, declares his special military operation, or simply full-scale invasion in Ukraine. The Russian 3M54 caliber cruise missile is on its way towards its target. First, it seems like it will strike the capital of Ukraine, Kyiv, like many other missiles today. However, its real target is the military base 3018 of the National Guard of Ukraine, just 10 kilometers away from the city. Around 6 AM, the missile explodes on the empty exercise ground in front of
empty exercise ground. It's so sick how we have information like this. Isn't that crazy? Can you make it louder? I cannot.
The barracks. A couple of minutes later, another one hits near the local residential buildings. This is the first attack on a small town, which will become known for one of the most significant and fierce battles of the first days of full-scale Russian invasion. This town is called HOSTOMEL. The missiles strike the military base near Antonov Airport, also called HOSTOMEL Airport. It's an international cargo air hub and testing facility that is located in the northern part of the small town of HOSTOMEL. The complex was built in 1959 and includes 2 closed-heated hangars for maintenance and repair work, control tower, and multiple administrative and research buildings. Its unique feature is a reinforced concrete runway, 3,500 meters long and 56 meters wide, suitable for the landing of the extremely heavy planes.
These are everywhere where I live. When I go on the highway, when I go on the highway, I drive by the airport and there's like 6 of these, always on the highway. My whole life they've been there, man.
For the landing of the extremely heavy planes. At the time of invasion, the largest aircraft in the world, the mighty AN-225 Mriya, is under the maintenance in one of the hangars.
What car do you have? What does that matter?
At approximately 5 AM, around 200 conscripts from the local military base of the...
Imagine what that must feel like, man. You're fucking... I was a conscript once, right? For 9 months. You're fucking sleeping and you have an alarm and it's a real one. Fuck, that must suck, dude. Fuck, eh. You're probably just really... I think you're just in shock. You're a bit like, well, what's going on? Wait, what's happening? I think that's the main emotion.
The Ukrainian National Guard, which was the target of the recent missile attack, moved towards the airport and organized the defensive positions under the command of the 35-year-old
Vitaly Rudenko. Wait, what? 25-year-old? Wait, what? This is already going crazy. What? 25 years old?
Which was the target of the recent missile attack, moved towards the airport and organized the defensive positions under the command of the 35-year-old...
35-year-old? That's my age, man. Holy shit. Battlefield music.
Vitaly Rudenko. Armed only with small arms, Soviet-made band pads, and several Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft guns, the conscripts are now responsible for defending a huge strategically important area of Antonov Airport. Having a shortage of men, as many of the National Guard professional members were sent to reinforce other directions before the war, there is no way to organize the...
This is exactly what I talked about earlier. You cannot predict an outcome of a battle or a war. You can't, man. You will think, oh, 200 conscripts, they have no chance against the VDV. But then they won. You never know. That's what I think about war and conflict, man. You fucking don't know, man. You don't know.
Defensive perimeter. So soldiers
war is such a complex thing, man.
And spread across the area on military trucks. Most of them belonged to a supply battalion, which was responsible for firefighting, patrolling and clerical duties, not combat operations. In about 4 hours, conscripts of the 4th Special Rapid Reaction Brigade will be reinforced with a couple of smaller National Guard units, such as the 1st...
Do you have that too? This like really manly thing, like we're men, it's now DNA to fight. Do you have it too that you have this little moment where you think, how will I do in this? Will I panic? Will I hold my ground? Will I get a lot of kills? Will I die like a bitch? I think it's a manly thing that we think like that, right? How would I do in this?
Brigade of Operational Purpose and Omega Special Anti-Terrorism Unit. They arrived on a couple of armored vehicles and essentially had the same armament as their colleagues from the 4th Brigade.
I will do great. I think I will do great too. I honestly believe I will stay calm. Like, I will be like, oh my god!
170 kilometers.
Because I think When you're in a life or death situation, to stay calm and rational gives you higher chances of survival.
From the Hostomel airport, a large group of Russian helicopters prepares to take off from Bokov airport, near Mazur, Belarus.
These fuckers, huh? They knew what they're doing. Imagine you're a Russian there. Today we're gonna take Ukraine. It will be glorious. And then
There
you
is
all
no
die
less
like
than
dogs,
34
man.
machines in total, mostly Mi-8s with airborne troops on board, reinforced with
What a crazy time that was. Everybody on their phone, watching all these crazy videos. Everybody feels like, oh my god, what is happening?
over 10
It's
modern
kind of fucking scary, right? You
K-52s,
remember?
and a few older Mi-24th and Mi-28 attack helicopters.
Forgot that cash is king and supply is everything. Yeah, we all thought Ukraine is dead, right?
Staying in
You can
Belarus
never predict
airspace as
history,
long as
never
they can,
ever.
the
That's what
first
I learned.
wave of
You can
attack
never
helicopters crossed the Ukrainian border unnoticed at approximately 9:30 am. Lightly armed Mi-8s with troops departing the second wave, which accompanies the first one. Following the path above the wide Dnipro River, the first
Imagine being
wave
the first
travels
Russian
directly
Kyiv.
to
I would think the first wave Russians were really like, yes, this is fun.
the south.
They probably
in
thought
a
it's gonna
long
be easy and
formation.
fun until real
As
life
they
knocks at their
approach the
door.
capital from the north, they take a sharp turn near the Kyiv hydroelectric power plant. At this very moment, the Ukrainian missile impacts one of
How did Belarus never get in the shit for this? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking pussy Europe, man. Lukashenko needs...
the helicopters, forcing it to perform a crash landing. Almost simultaneously, another direct hit is scored, forcing the Russian Mi-24
I'm a half Russian, and on that day something died inside of me. I was no longer proud of being a Russian, and I'm still not. It's probably a very rational thing to say.
to quickly lose altitude and disappear in the calm waters of the water bank.
Belarus is sanctioned though? Yeah, wow, sanctions. People like Lukashenko always know how to get their money, man.
The rest of the machines start dropping flares to lower their chances of being hit, and rush toward the riverbank.
Is there any footage of that? Of the helicopters at 6 AM? Any footage?
To avoid the fate of the two destroyed aircraft. As of 10:30 am, Russia suffers its first losses on its way to Hostomel.
He will actually show right now. So that's fucking... That is real-life Call of Duty. Unimaginable, right? Real-life Call of Duty, bro. You should give every citizen one of these anti-air missiles and shoot these fuckers down. And I remember when this happened, you and me, we thought the professional Russian army is coming. They're so organized, they're so scary. And then, like, real life knocked at their door. Luckily, it did, man. Fucking crazy.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь, девять, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Damn,
16,
bro.
17. Есть! Есть, блядь! Два! Два! Два!
Fuck him up! I'm on his side, bro. Hell yeah, man. Fucking foreign invader, bro. Why wouldn't they go at night? They probably want to see, right? But I remember in the beginning it looked very organized. It was scary. Like, it's very scary if your enemy has a plan, right? Boy, I really believe we owe Ukraine so much. I really fucking believe it. Boy, do we fucking owe them. I really hope in a beautiful future they will join the EU and then be eligible for EU funding. This is flares, it's anti-rocket flares. It is the Polish Manpad Piorun they use there. But Ukraine to be second. What does that mean? I once heard, I didn't know that much, that in the beginning of the war they lost a lot of special units. They all got... It's too loud, it's too loud, it's too quiet. What the fuck is it with you people? bunch
Now,
of people dropped in
the
the
long
ocean and
formation
died?
breaks into two groups. Forces of Group A fly to the northwest to attack the airport from the north, inspecting and if necessary clearing the runway. Group B, on the other hand, flies southwest to approach the airport
Russia will
from
be
the
the winner
south.
in this conflict.
Their
Well, so far it doesn't look like that, Buggy Wuggy. I feel like you're just making that comment to be edgy. You just want to have a reaction, man. But it's kind of weak, man. Come on, you're stronger than that. So far, it's not looking so good for them.
mission
If
is
you
to
look at
cut
the
off the
facts.
base of the 4th Ukrainian
Why you
Special
wanna be
Rapid
so edgy?
Reaction Brigade
To feel
of the
something?
National
To get
Guard
attention?
from the airport and destroy the defender station there. Around 11 a.m.,
Wow,
the
look at that,
helicopter
man.
groups finally
Looks
arrive
so
at
scary.
Hostomel. As helicopters from both groups approach the airport, K-52s, Mi-28s and Mi-24 are the first ones to
Anti-air so
unleash
important, huh?
guided rockets and autocannon fire on defenders. However, instead of a surprise attack on a formation of unorganized troops, invaders face a spread out National Guard groups that immediately open fire with all weapons that they have.
Russia will be victorious, but will be very. Once again, I think this is idiotic what you're doing. One thing we're talking about the streamers, I even say the whole time, you cannot predict the world. 3 days they said. Now we're in year 4 soon. I think people that talk like you are literally just little edgelords. An educated mind doesn't talk like this. You could come here and try to have a nice conversation, an educated adult conversation, and talk about the stuff. But you just come in here, they will win. It will be fake, but they will win. Yes, brother. It's just like, who talks like that? 12-year-olds do. You're laughing now, but when it happens, remember my words, peace and goodness to all. Again, who talks like that, Buggy? How old are you, man? With the little clown... Wait. With the clown mask? Wait, where is he? Okay, I'm biting. It's always good content. It's always good content. I'm doing it. Okay. I know you want this, chat. Okay, please be good. Please be good. Please, buddy. Let's do this. It's too easy. It's too fucking easy. Dude, what can I do? I'm not doing this. You're doing this to yourself. I didn't do jack shit. Buddy. Jesus fucking Christ, buddy. Ah, my fucking God. Mamma mia, my friend. Yeah. It's a kid. It's a child. And that's... Sorry, man. With all the respect. But this is what I predicted. You talk like a kid, man. Mark my words. You're a fucking kid, buddy. I don't even blame you. When I was a kid, I was stupid too. Russia is still the second strongest army in Ukraine. Don't worry. Yeah, German teenager, man. Probably West German with rich parents. Chilling with Monster energy drink. Look at this shit. It's crazy, man. Damn, brother, that's fucking... That's fucking Call of Duty, man. Fucking Call of Duty. Yeah, damn.
Tommy, now
Let's
show
read
your
what's
follow
under.
list.
Show your follow list? Actually, great fucking question. I've never done that. That's a great question. I have no idea. I've never done it. Okay. I followed him 2 days ago. I did. I don't even know who these people are. This is all like small people with like 10 viewers. Turin, nice, X-Lord, Sing Sing, super normal. We have one girl, but that's Ayla. She was very active in the chat. She was a big viewer. I actually don't know these people. I think most of these are just viewers. This is a viewer. Okay, this is a viewer. This is all viewers. Yeah, this is all Cyril. We all know who Cyril is, man. I've never checked this, actually. I see myself. Yeah, I follow a lot of viewers. A lot of these are just viewers. Prolly is in chat. Habibi. Ludi. Yeah, this is all kind of viewers that are in chat. XQC. Beastie Cutie. Great Age of Empires 4. You are. TommyKay Magic. Let's not forget TommyKay Magic. Another girl, but it's Rachel, my sister. Thank you, Memesy. Damn, who are all these people, man? Oh, this guy is the grand champion of Magic the Gathering, I remember. Marconi, Magic the Gathering. I have no idea who this Donald Trump. I don't know these people, really. Robert Whittaker. Dude, I follow so many people. Feedback Gaming. Oh, I can even see who I followed first. Wow. Oh, it's Chronicle. Another girl, but she was also a viewer. We talked to her. Even played games with her. Ah, it's even... Ah, it even shows like the latest and stuff. Uh-huh. Who the fuck is this guy? I just followed this guy like 3 months ago. Who are you? Who is you, buddy? I don't even know who that is. I have no idea. No clue. You like Stay? I never watch him. I had a little bit of contact with him, but I don't watch him. I don't know shit. OG lyric follower. Hell yeah. There was a small broken arrow streamer out, eh? Man, buddy, you really got fucked up, huh? Did you make it kind of easy for me? What can I do? This is real war, man. Holy shit. Fuck. Crazy.
One of the defenders, Sergei Fatalyuk, runs to the airstrip of the airport with Soviet Iglaman pad. He aims at the Russian K-52 flying directly at him, but the distance is too short for launch and the helicopter passes over him. Sergei immediately turns around and after a brief aiming, launches his missile into the tail of the enemy helicopter. Missile tracks down the machine, forcing it to crash right on the airstrip and immediately explode. This incident proves the vulnerability of the most modern Russian helicopters to manpads, even as obsolete as Igla, developed in 1971. As more and more attack helicopters engage in the fight, Mi-8s arrive, but most of them have trouble landing with troops aboard due to intense fire. Rockets and autocannons of helicopters destroy
What do they think? They think they're not gonna get shot, man?
the airport fuel tanks.
There's gonna be fire?
And a couple of planes near the airstrip, covering the skies in a black smoke. Heavy damage is inflicted on hangars and overall airport infrastructure. However, this provides little help
I don't know if this is real. I mean, the pictures are kind of
to invading forces,
nice, no?
as Russia loses 3 K-52s and the Mi-28 in a
It's like in Broken Arrow, man. If you fly a fucking helicopter over a guy with a manpad, oh, you're fucking dead.
different parts of the airport.
So much damage in these 3 years, man. Honestly, man, if I was ever a military leader and I have to invade a country, you have to always expect the worst. Prepare for the worst. You have to never be arrogant, always be humble. Always really think it through.
Ух ты ж, ёлки-палки. Сбили что-то.
Damn.
Ё-моё. С вертолета, 2 вертолета. Один подбили, а второй что-то, смотри, падает.
Yeah, nobody uses helicopters anymore, yeah. Helicopters seem more like just a landing unit somewhere quickly. Tommy would be humble and not arrogant, but still invade.
Подбитый, смотри, сейчас будет падать. Один уже сбили, один уже сбили.
Also, I feel like if I invade a country, I do it at night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and everyone is sleeping.
Садится, смотри, на поле.
Ken Noodle is here. Ken Noodle! I'm waiting! You said you're gonna watch my political violence stream and counter me and stuff. I'm still waiting. You said you're gonna destroy me. I'm still waiting for you, man. What's happening there? I'm busy, Tommy. I have a job to do.
Сел.
I got lazy, lol. Ah, you're just you. It's cool. Crazy how we have all this footage, huh? Crazy. Fucking video game, straight up. Now you probably just put your hands up, bro, and wait for the Ukrainians to take you in, huh? The war's over for you. Oh, he has actually an assault rifle. He's laying down. He's fucking done, bro. But they got the footage, so they probably took him prisoner. This guy actually escaped the war and went to Spain and got assassinated there by Russia. Fuck off. Fuck off. Live streaming, well, they do that. It's on YouTube. You can watch more live, right? There's a lot of videos like that. It's true. That guy went to Spain and they assassinated him. I can't make this shit up, dude. Thank you, Dandomin. You cannot make this shit up.
One Mi-8 is critically damaged and cannot take off, so Russians later blow it up to prevent capture.
True story, but a different guy though. Okay. Fake news in chat. Must feel a lot of dopamine when you shoot down an enemy helicopter, man.
A considerable number of Ukrainian forces also were protecting the base of National Guard, including firefighters who damaged multiple Russian helicopters with machine gun and rifle fire. As the fight continues for another hour, the National Guard soldiers are short on ammunition and are ordered to start retreating in an organized manner toward their base. This allows all Russian Mi-8s to finally land on the western outskirts.
Shit, that's actually really bad tactically, right? You let them actually land now. You should have had better supply.
Airport. And
or maybe some kind of rotation. Half the people go, the others hold, or some shit.
All their elite troops.
Wow, they filmed that shit. I actually never seen this. I've never seen this stuff. Oh, I don't remember. In the open field. Look, man, I'm not a fucking legendary war hero. I don't know shit. Isn't that really dumb?
Another group of helicopters drops off VDV forces on the northeastern.
It's actually very organized. This is pretty fucking organized.
To cut off the National Guard base. At least 100 men.
Well, you can't use the fucking ropes.
From Russian 31st Guards Airborne Assault
to be
Brigade
in a bit more coward territory.
Guards Air Assault Brigade were deployed in the first wave. Armed with various grenade launchers, portable mortars, and small arms, elite troops moved from different landing sites on the outside.
Right, this looks really bad right now. This looks like Ukraine is fucked, right? If you look at this, you're like, fuck, Russia wins.
Of the airport,
but you never know. You never know, bro.
Without much resistance. However, they do not immediately advance toward the airport buildings. As more Mi-8s land, at least one more wave of troops arrives to total the number of Russians on the airfield to around 300 men, which allows the invaders to continue their advance.
I've never seen this. Wow. Crazy.
They move cautiously through the administrative buildings towards the flight control tower.
I would really spread out more, man.
First on-ground contact with Russian troops happens when the commander of the company of Ukrainian troops drives to the crossroad near the control tower.
It's actually insane. It is. I've never seen this. This is actually insane.
His armored vehicle is hit by the grenade launcher, but the grenade miraculously doesn't penetrate, and he's forced to make a full circle around the hangar under the enemy fire to return back.
I remember there was a picture of them stuck in an elevator, right? Yeah, true. True.
Most Russian troops meet face to face with defenders here, and the fight begins for almost 2 hours.
Crazy. How did you win that? This is straight up real Call of Duty, man. Wow.
Nevertheless, Ukraine National Guard groups have to retreat into the city through their base, as they are outnumbered and short of ammunition. As of 1 PM, the total area of Hostomel Airport falls into the hands of Russians. Even after taking into account
they look super organized. They put ATGMs on the roof and stuff.
Heavy casualties.
It's like a movie, and I'm like, how is the hero gonna win now?
The assault seems to be a victory,
it's
and Russian
script,
troops raise their flag on the main administrative building. Little do they know that the real fight has not yet begun. If we look at the bigger picture, many sources explain such focus on Hostomel with the Russian desire to quickly take Kyiv and overthrow the government, preventing further organized resistance. For this reason,
luckily did it happen. Imagine again and again. Imagine that would have happened. What a different world we would be here right now.
Airborne troops to the city's doorstep. However, The land invasion through the shortest path from Belarus is an unfavorable scenario, as invading forces would be easily caught up in the fights in the north of Ukraine, and even in the case of breaching, could still be subject to multiple ambushes on their way. Instead, the Russian military command decided to clear Hostomel with helicopter attack, deploy around a battalion of airborne troops, and then create an air bridge between the captured Hostomel and Pskov.
I think Ukraine is fucked, etc. People said for 4 years, yet they're still standing.
Is proposed by Christo Grozev, a head of international group of investigative journalists Bellingcat, who announced that 18 Russian transport aircraft, IL-76, fly from Pskov to Kyiv direct.
While the world is watching and doing almost nothing. Yeah. Just fucking watching as Belarus, these cunts, are staging ground for this.
As Russian forces gain a foothold in
so tired of the pussiness of the
capable
West,
of carrying over 1,000 troops in total, and even light armored vehicles, they plan to arrive in Hostomel, which is the most suitable airport near Kyiv for such heavy planes to land on. In case
very,
of success,
very organized though. This
over
is all very
1,000
organized,
men with light armored vehicles deployed right near the capital would put Kyiv in a serious danger. However, the Russian military command failed to predict how events will unravel. Due to fierce resistance, the helicopter groups not only take significant losses, but also waste precious time circling around without a chance to land. As lightly armed infantry of the Ukrainian Force Special Rapid Reaction Brigade that initially protected the airport slowly retreat under the pressure of oncoming waves of Russians, they gave time for the forces of 72nd
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Oh, they have fucking skulls, man. Look at all these symbols. It's like I'm playing Total War. It's like we're in Rome Total War 1. It's like one of these missions.
95th separate airborne assault brigades to deploy and encircle the Hostomel airport.
Shit, man, you guys got fucked. You should have scouts out there, man.
While Ukrainian light airborne brigades arrived quickly from Zhytomyr on transport helicopters, the 72nd Mechanized Brigade has to move their heavy tanks and artillery over 100 kilometers from their base in Bila Tserkva. Therefore, the time factor was critical in this situation.
Crazy how we have this footage, man.
As Russian forces do not advance further and most likely have strict orders to guard the airport until...
But how do you take something like that? They're entrenched, they're in a house. How do you fucking kill them all? It must be so hard to do. Step by step, taking your time. Lots of grenades probably.
Forces arrive on strategic airlifters. There is a brief pause in fighting. This allows Ukrainians to bring artillery into positions to support their counterattack. At 3:30 p.m., the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, in his address to the nation, declares that the encirclement of the Hostomel airport...
You guys remember they tried to assassinate Zelensky super hard? Like, they try-harded really hard, man. You remember that?
And gives the order to clear the area.
Ворожений десант в Гостомелі блокують. Війська отримали наказ на знищення.
Approximately at the same time...
So now you're the elite of Russia and you're fully encircled, man. Good job.
The artillery of the armed forces and the National Guard of Ukraine, as well as Ukrainian...
he aged a lot in these 3 years, but I mean, the guy has to go through something insane, man.
Attack the airport. As a result of...
You come in with a lot of helicopters and then you get killed by helicopters. That's fucking kids, man. It's a fucking kid. And he has to go through some shit like that, man.
Victory on the first day of...
And we fucking ask him why is he not wearing a suit, man. The biggest fucking disgrace of this century.
...scale Russian invasion. The situation still remained pretty dangerous for Ukrainians. During the intense fighting for the airport...
I mean, Belarus is complicit in these crimes, giving them a staging ground.
Earlier this day, Russians crossed the border from Belarus territory and quickly traversed through the radioactive Chernobyl exclusion zone, where Ukrainian forces did not have any defensive lines. During the night of February 24th and morning of February 25th, a large number of Russian troops and heavy armor arrived on the outskirts of Hostomel, and the fight for the airport turned into the battle for the whole town. Such a fast advance through the north of Ukraine was a success on tactical level, but a failure on the operational one. As time passed, it becomes clear that Russians cannot supply their forces near Kyiv for an effective advance into the city, since they only secured individual roads in their rapid advance, not key towns, that has the potential to become forward operating bases. On February 25th, however, Ukrainians are forced to retreat from Hostomel airport under the pressure of...
Straight up, I will probably cause World War III. If I was Germany, if I was a chancellor, I'd say, here's what's going on. We are making a deal with Zelensky that he doesn't have to be afraid of Belarus. The Belarusian border doesn't have to be protected. Because we're making a deal, we're signing it, and then I lose the election. If Belarus stages any more attacks from their land, we will fucking go in. We go fucking in. But that's against international law. But the fuck international law! This is the time of fucking balls, like World War II, man! We can't fucking use all our little texts and laws against a tyrant like that, man. You gotta show balls, man. That's the only language these bullies understand.
Further attempts to establish an air bridge.
Think of your child. Who's protecting my child right now? The Ukrainians, man. Imagine Russia would have taken 3 days. He will go for the Baltics, go for us, make us all scared. They're protecting my fucking kid, dude. That's what's going on.
Launches a heavy
That's what they did that day.
That completely demolishes.
So fucking tired of all this pussy shit all the time. And then we have Westerners.
The Antonov airport
What a fucking weak generation we've become, bro.
Russian units on the territory of the airfield.
And look what our weakness brings us. Look what it brings us. We have a Trump in the White House. We have an Orban in Hungary. We have this fucker in the Kremlin. And we're all just, oh, I don't know what to do. Here's a sanction. It's a fucking disgrace. And history will label us as such. You can think what you want, but the books in 100 years will tell us what the truth is, man.
The town of Hostomel fell into the hands of Russians,
we're all fucking bitches.
No further advance was made. Ukrainian forces carried out attempts to counterattack, and even had partial success on March 16th. On April 1st, 2022, Russian armed forces left Hostomel, as well as the whole north of Ukraine.
I always have to think of Markic, the viewer, who had to like entrench in a forest here, man. It's fucking crazy.
The decision to retreat is explained by high Russian casualties, poor logistics, and overall lack of progress in taking control over Kyiv due to effective resistance.
Transgenders are walking in Berlin? What are you talking about? I always forget. It's my fault that this is a Twitch channel. Twitch chat is full of retards. Most of you are fucking kids. I always pull this on a way too serious level. I always have to remind myself that maybe I sometimes put too much on you guys.
Of the Ukrainian forces in the area. In conclusion, the battle for Hostomel airport became the first one in a sequence of disastrous defeats during Russian attempts to conquer Ukraine in a fast-paced manner. The whole operation counted on a complete absence of resistance. Ukrainian troops in command, however, used an agile approach and had remarkable communication and planning, which allowed them to mitigate multiple threats.
This shit's gonna be studied,
even though
man.
Initially, everything went according to the Putin's plan.
That's a legit battlefield map. Legit.
Defenders of the airport sufficiently used little resources they had to maximize the harm to invaders and led more prepared units to encircle strategically important area. The following Ukrainian counterattack not only wiped out the elite Russian forces, but also ruined the whole plan with the air bridge and fast capital takeover. This forced Russians to attack through the forest on the north of Ukraine, where their logistical lines were crippled by constant ambushes. Therefore, the battle for Hostomel airport defined further military operations in the area, and
crazy,
most
man.
likely
That's a legit real
was one of the
battlefield,
reasons
man.
why
Wow.
Russia had to withdraw from north of Ukraine in
Crazy.
April. During the battle, heavy damage was inflicted on the largest plane in the world, AN-225 Mriya, which was under the maintenance in one of the hangars. Practically destroyed, the plane, whose name is Dream in Ukrainian, became one of the numerous symbols of the war.
This is a fucking sick video, man. It's super fucking good.
She slipped through my fingers like sand. Heard that she had a man. Now I'm just sitting here sad. Oh well, ship sail. She slipped through my fingers like sand.